Hey everybody, it is the Money Goddess Lamiel from lamiel.com, and I wanted to stop and take the time to do this video really quick because I am in the process of manifesting something, and I thought it would be a really good time to share with you the process that I'm using, right, to get through this. So this video is probably going to be called like manifesting, like a sequel to manifest anything in 24 or 48 hours, what have you, because the truth is that you can manifest instantly. It's really about how you get aligned with, how quickly and strongly you can get aligned with what you want. So as I go through my own notes and I'm going through the practice, because I do have some anxiety about what I'm working on manifesting, and this is something that has just come up. And so and it just coming up, it's like, okay, that's fine, this is what needs to happen, let me manifest this right now. And so I want, and I mean like right now, like in less than 24 hours, waking up to this or being woken up by it already being in existence. So how do I go about that? Hey dog, no ma'am, get out of there. So I thought that I would share this process. So the very first thing that I have to get, you get really clear on what you want, right? And I have a whole book on that, Manifesting Your Intentions. And the very first thing is always to get really clear about what it is that you want to manifest. Okay, so that's number one. And I'll probably go 2 through 10 or 11 steps. But number one is to get clear. Like, ooh, I need some money. No, I need X number of dollars. She's losing her mind. I need X number of dollars right now. Okay. You need to understand why you want it. Okay. Even if it's just, to pay a bill or to buy a car or sustain a situation. Sugar, calm down. Understand why you want it, right? Once you know why you want it, contemplate why receiving it kind of serves your it puts you in the position of service, right? How is it of higher service? By you accomplishing this, does it allow you excuse me, if it's a business goal, to move forward and to help other people? Is this something that is of higher service because it's going to help your family, because it's part of your growth, because it's what you need to get to your next level, like whatever it is? How is this of higher service to you? So that's important. So you need to know what you want. You need to know why you want it. You need to know how you receiving that item or that manifestation or that money is of higher service. Then you need to figure out, well, what are you going to do? My kids, what are you going to do when you get it? Right? So imagine that. Think about that. Like, what are you going to do when you get what it is that you're trying to manifest? How, and a separate step. Now, what are you going to do? So it's like, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to write out this bill. I'm going to go online. I'm going to pay this bill. I'm going to get my keys and take the kids on a trip for a new car, in the new car, whatever that is, right? How will you feel when it's yours? So what are those feelings? Now, this is the most important thing. How does it feel? Like, relaxation, security, love, light, joy, relief, kind of powerful that you're able to do this. Think of all of those feelings, and as you say those words, feel that emotion. How does it feel? This is where you become an energetic match to what you want. How does it feel? How does it feel? What does it feel like? It's relief, it's joy, it's delicious, it's relaxation, it's a level of bliss, it is a level of security. there is some power, there is some um, a great sense of accomplishment. It is relief. It is happiness. It is whatever those feelings are. That's where you become, this is the step that you become an energetic match to what it is that you're trying to do. And this is step 6, okay? And I'll put these steps below the video. But then you have to decide, like, I know what this feels like. This is what I feel. This is how I feel. So from now until the time you get it, every time you think about, I need this, you replace it with, what does it feel like to have it? I need it. What does it feel like to have it? It's relief. It's joy. Oh my gosh, is it coming? Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I feel really blessed. Like, I am the shit, like I really did this. Those are the feelings, right? So step 7 is you have to decide, like, it's yours. So now I know what this feels like and it's fucking mine. I'm done. It's done. It's here. I have accomplished this. This is complete. Exactly what I needed to happen happened, and it happened exactly when I needed it to happen. And now I'm going to be very, very thankful that it's already happened, because I've already felt the feelings. I already have those emotions. I know what it feels like. I've decided it's done. And so now I'm thankful that it is done, right? I've decided, and now I'm going to be in the feeling of thankfulness. Thank you. It's done. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, whoever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is done. Thank you. I am so proud of myself for doing this. I am so, now it's in the present tense, right? I feel so powerful. I feel so alive. I'm so excited that this worked and I can do this again. And on in the present tense, as if it is done. That's part of acting as if it's done. Um, and then once I get there, I have to be open to inspired action. And sometimes that inspired action is going to be to call and get help. You know, somebody may be able to help you. If you have a business, maybe it's an email that you sent out. Maybe it's a sale you put on. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just relaxing and basking in those feelings. But whatever you're inspired to do from that energy is what it is that you need to do. And you need to have yourself in a place where you're hearing and you're listening to what the guidance is. Do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. You know, so if you've promised someone something, if you have committed to something, like, start making the space for it. Okay, make the space for it, meaning when this comes in, I want to make sure that I can receive it and do what I need to do with it, right? When I said, well, what are you going to do when you get it? You need to clear the space so that that is exactly what you do when you get it, okay? So make the space for it by doing all the things that you know you need to do right now, not later. Do it right now. So you're making the space, you're feeling the feelings, you're feeling thankful, you're thinking of it as already done, and then you have to feel good. Hold your faith and feel good. What will make you feel good right now? Do that. Then go, okay, I feel pretty good. So what is going to make me feel a little bit better than what I feel right now? And then do that. And then what's going to make me feel a little bit better? Okay, do that. And just keep doing things to feel better and better. You've already set your intention, right? And as you start to feel better, you're going to be magnifying those emotions of what it feels like to already have it. Because as you become happy and joyful and you get relaxed, the dog is under me. You feel happy, thankful. You're happy, you're thankful, you're grateful. You have removed all the resistance, and what you're asking for, you become an energetic match for. So if you did nothing on my list but get happy, right? Because you've already asked for what you want. I mean, as soon as an issue or situation comes up, that's what happens, right? It's an automatic ask. I need this. Just get happy. Start getting happy. Start getting happy. What can I do to feel better? What can I do to be happy? Because an energetic match to anything that you want is in the feelings of love and joy and happiness. Like, that's really all there is. That's what everything is. It's love, it's joy. That's at the top of the vibrational chart. So, no matter what it is you're trying to manifest, you're trying to, dog, you're trying to manifest it because um, you believe it's going to make you happy, it's going to bring you joy, it's going to bring you some sense of satisfaction. So if you can get to the point of love and joy and the feeling of having it in your heart and being thankful for it in your heart, you can manifest it. It's that simple. But I will write the steps down for you. So when you have something that you need to manifest really, really quickly, if you go through these steps with yourself and then hold yourself in the energy of, it feels amazing, I'm so thankful it's done, thank you, thank you, thank you, it's yours. You can manifest in 24 hours. It doesn't have to be 24 hours, is technically the next day. You can manifest the same day. Like, in the same very day, you can think of something you want and manifest it before that day is over. If you follow the steps and just hold on. This makes me think about the very first time. I don't think I've ever shared this story. It's about my grandmother, and the very first time she taught me to manifest. I was 20, 21, and I had a house, and I was in a program where I was living in these huge, beautiful homes, right, that were for sale. And but you had to furnish the homes. And so I wanted to do this so desperately, and I got approved. I got in the house, but then I didn't have the money to furnish the home because I didn't realize that the designer basically tells you how you need to furnish the house, and then you basically have rental furniture that you utilized. So I needed the money to furnish a 2-master bedroom, 3-level townhouse for me and my kids, and I had like $0. So I called my grandmother, and basically the process is, okay, well, what do you want? We're going to ask for what it is that you want, and why do you need this? And so we're going to, and she did this in the form of prayer. Okay, so what do you want? Okay, God, universe, this is what she's asking for. This is why she's asking for it. And in providing this for her, she's going to be able to provide her children with a better life, blah, 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 right? So how is this getting this of service, right, to you? And now she immediately went into being thankful and being grateful for what it was that we were asking for already being fulfilled. And I needed this done that day. Okay, no questions asked. I needed it done that day, and I needed to be there at the rental, like Quartz Furniture place, at before they closed that day. And I called her probably late morning, early afternoon. We had a 3-hour time difference, so it was probably afternoon for me. And we just kept saying Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for answering my prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for delivering this. We are so happy. We're so pleased. We're so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all we were doing on the phone. Everything is going to be okay. Just know it, and claim it. Everything is going to be okay. It's going to make me cry. Um, while she was talking to me, and while we were doing this together, um, inspired guidance would pop up. So she would say, so I said, you know what? I can call a friend of mine. And I don't even think I had a car, or the car broke down or something. So I called him and he was like, yeah, I can come. I can come and take you there, right, when I get off work. And he got off work just enough time to come and get me and then get me there. So, okay, now I had a way to get there and a way to get back, but I still didn't have the money to do what I needed to do. Then we went right back to being thankful and grateful and thankful and grateful and thank you and thank you and thank you and thank you. And she said, you know what? We can call your uncle, which is somebody that I never had a relationship with, didn't speak to, didn't even know where he was. And usually he could not be reached by family. She got off the phone with me. She called him and said, Kimsey needs X, Y, and Z. And he said, okay, I'll send it to her, the money. So we got back on the phone. So now I had the money and I had a way to get there. So I call the place, I get the paperwork, I fill the paperwork out and send it back. And they're like, hey, you're really young, you need a co-signer. What the hell, right? So we went right back to being thankful and grateful and thankful and grateful and thankful and grateful. And then I got the inspired action to ask my friend who was coming to get me, and if he had any recommendations, like anything. He was a little bit older than I was, and he's like, you know what, see if they'll take a cosigner, because if they can, I'll cosign for you. So I called. They said, okay, we'll fax him the paperwork. He got the paperwork at his job. He filled it out. It was everything that we needed, and literally he showed up. We got the paperwork faxed over. I got it approved, right? And I told them what I needed over the phone, so I knew I had exactly enough money. He showed up, picked me up, we picked up the money, we made it there. We were the last people in there. They closed the doors behind us. He was a designer. He was in school, design school. So he was able to run through that store with me in like 10 minutes, pick out everything we need with kids in tow. And they said, okay, we'll have it delivered in 2 days. And we left. And then he was back there, really good friend. And he was back there 2 days later when they delivered everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking about pictures for the walls, the flowers, the furniture, my office furniture, like everything got delivered in 2 days. And I didn't have to pay the money back that was gifted to me for the down payment to get the furniture. And my friend was there who was in design school to help with the layout and the design. So when the interior designer of the company that I was renting through showed up, I passed the inspection and we got to stay, and I got to continue to live in these amazing houses, while my two oldest were very young, for pennies on the dollar. We got to live in amazing houses and an amazing life. And that was the very first time that I ever remember needing something right then and being able to produce it and manifest it. And it wasn't until years later that I look back and I did it a second time, and this was years and years later, consciously. No, we're always manifesting. Okay, so you're always manifesting consciously, unconsciously, and I have another video about that coming out this week. But everything that's happening to you is a manifestation. Okay, so you're always manifesting. But that was the first time that I consciously manifested. The second time that I consciously said, I need $5,000, and it literally came in the mail to me less than 14 days later, like a dream. And remembering these things is just, it's so emotional because it's so real, and it's so powerful, and it is so possible. And the idea of that story was I needed $5,000, and I utilized the Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. So if you get that, and I had it a cassette. So that's how long ago it was. I had a cassette of it, and I listened to it. I did exactly what it said, and someone anonymously, I was teaching classes out of my home at that point, and anonymously wrote me a check for $5,000 and had their investor mail it to me in my name. She had attended the class and was so amazed and impressed, and wanted to see what I was teaching grow, that she wanted to invest in me. And I had no idea, and she was a student. She had paid, maybe $20 for her class, $20 for her supplies, and had no idea that she had the ability, to do such a thing. So it was great. It was really, really great. So you can manifest very quickly. You can manifest, whatever you need, whatever you want. You are manifesting right now what you need, what you want. You are watching this video because it is a manifestation of yours, what you're looking for, the answer to the question that you're asking, whatever it is. If you're here right now, it is through your own manifestation. That's the only reason why you're here. That's the only reason why you found me. That's the only reason why you're watching this, because you want to manifest something. You want to manifest something fast, and you want an answer that's going to work for you. So please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Click the little bell so that you can get the notifications of when new videos come out. And I would love to hear your comments. If you're trying it, you have questions, let me know. I typically answer everybody's question or comment. It may take me a little while, but I usually do it in a reasonable amount of time because I understand that you're looking for feedback. But I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your process, maybe where you're stuck. If you have any other topic requests, I have one for manifesting with water, so I'll be doing that one over the weekend. And if you would like to work with me, I do have some one-on-one coaching spaces available. If you're looking for practices that help get you aligned, I have 2 books on my website, Manifesting Your Intentions and Manifesting Your Own Crazy Beautiful Life. In both of those books, I share with you a lot on how manifesting your own crazy beautiful life is really about it gives you 12 life practices that you can implement into your life that helps you get and stay aligned with what it is that you're trying to manifest, and affirmations and things like that. And manifesting your intentions is really about helping you get very, very clear about what you want, why you want it, how you feel about it, so that it is easier for you to manifest. And my next book is really going to be about all the ways that you can get happy and get in alignment. So anyway, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them, and I will see you in the next video.